Of course you would make it before Sean. Where the fuck is that guy? Baby! You guys want to get your seats?
Yes, sir. Yeah, hurry up.
Jesse's got the music on point every time, dude.
Check, test.
That's because I probably have this. No, I don't have my mobile headset on, so why? Oh,
Checkity check. There it
There
is.
we go. You guys are all good. Jesse just needed to make sure his God mic was on. Alright, I am. Twitch is not wanting to work for me.
Welcome to the actual Stab Theater inside the virtual Stab Theater. It's time for the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. Please welcome to your screen your host, Buddy.
Hey everybody, if you guys are joining us on a Tuesday, that means that it is time for the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. I want to thank you guys for joining us. This is the very first time where we're full in studio, me and the contestants. It's not just me by myself and Jesse on the God mic. I now have full contestants in studios, and we're about to hear, yep, that is the crack of a soda, a cold stab cola, or Dr. Pepper as the kids call it. I'm so excited to be here. Of course, this stage means the absolute world to me and to many comics who work out here in Sacramento. Gentlemen here, a couple of them have been to this stage, and we all can attest that it is a wonderful stage. So we are so thankful for you guys joining us. And if you're over on Facebook Live, or maybe you're over on YouTube Live, and you've been watching for a year and you still haven't figured out that we are live over on twitch.tv/stabcomedy. Over there, I will be talking with the chat all night. You're on camera, bud. And I will be chatting along with you guys all night, and we will be talking about your answers. The contestants can't see the Twitch chat. Only I can. So you guys go ahead and give some answers. They definitely now I can make sure that nobody's cheating because they're like 2 feet from me. But yeah, if you're over there on twitch.tv/stabcomedy, you can go ahead and give a follow for free. And if you would like, you can also give a subscribe. That right there costs $5.99 a month. However, if you do have your Amazon Prime membership and Twitch account together, you do get one free a month. And I think you should give that to Stab because they let us do really cool shows just like this one. And if you guys have been watching throughout the year, basically what the show is, this is the Obscure Movie Trivia Show, and we have 3 contestants, and I'm going to introduce them in just a second, and they're going to do 3 rounds of movie trivia, and the main thing is we pick a movie of the week. And this week, the movie was picked literally last night, given a suggestion by one of our contestants tonight, and it was such a fun watch to go home and watch, and we're doing Super Troopers. So if you have not seen this one, it's a great comedy. You should have already seen Super Troopers, but we're going to be spoiling the heck out of Super Troopers. It's an old movie, so spoiler alert, yeah. Almost 20 years, which makes me feel really old. But anyways, it's a great movie. Twitch and the internet are just not being my friend today, so hopefully I will get all of your chats. But anyways, the first round is going to be all about our movie of the week, Super Troopers, and then the second and third round we will get to as soon as we get there. But let me go ahead and introduce our contestants. How about that? All right. Up first, he is a wonderful dad. He literally flew here in under 10 minutes, probably unsafely, to be here with us tonight. Our only returning guest to the show, a wonderful friend of mine. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Joey G.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Those are actual claps, not just the ones I believe you guys are doing at home every time I introduce one of my contestants. I liked that. Joey, it is so good to see you again in real life. IRL, as the kids say.
Right.
Yeah.
It has been a while.
It has. So in this year that we've been stuck at home, you've been on the show a couple of times.
Mhm.
We finally got to see your triumphant victory. The crowds went wild
Yeah.
after some hard-fought battles, and you have been asked all the questions that I asked contestants, and we'll get to the questions that I asked these guys once we get there.
Mhm.
My new question for you, sir, is there a movie that you found inside the pandemic that just became one of your all-time favorites?
No.
No?
No, not inside the pandemic. I with the two little kids, I've watched mostly like Disney and Pixar this year, and
So none of the movies you
that's-
watched to jump on this show last minute for me.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I've seen most of the. You know what? Actually, I did see two movies that Dustin Wood suggested to me, and they were excellent movies. And for the life of me, I can't remember what they were now, or at least the
they
titles
were,
of them.
They were excellent.
One had Steve Carell as the bad guy, and that was very off-putting to me. He was like the jerk stepfather, and it was a very hard pill to swallow.
Steve Carell as the bad guy. Also, Dustin Wood's great comic, doesn't host a movie trivia show that you can definitely ask about, hey, buddy, what movies would you suggest to me? But it's okay. It's whatever. Shout out to Dustin Woods. In our chat, I can see that Kirk H. and Pete is here. Pete, a wonderful host of a movie podcast. Pete, post the link to your movie podcast in the Twitch. I have been catching up. And Joey, it was great to see you. We're going to get to you. I mean, we're going to see you all night. But I got to introduce the other guys. And coming in right next to you, he is the guy who did that loud pop for that soda earlier into the mic. He is a dear friend of mine. He is Indiana's own Mr. Sean Crosco.
Hello.
Thank you.
It is so good to see you too, sir. I feel like I see you all the time. However, every single time I get to see you, it's a good time.
I like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Same goes as well.
Sean's also the one who put this movie into my head yesterday.
It was.
It was a great idea. I was thinking of like some more serious movies just because I haven't done a serious movie in a while, and I was like, but I don't want to do that. And this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun to rewatch and like write questions for. And Sean, this is your first time on the show, so you get asked the dreaded question that I ask everybody on their very first time on the show. What's your favorite movie of all time on the spot?
On the fly, right?
Just say Back to the Future.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not a bad
it's
choice.
Not, yeah, you
It's
can't
not
ever
a
go
bad
wrong with that,
choice.
right? I'm gonna go Bad Boys 1.
Bad Boys 1.
Yeah, Bad
Wow.
Boys 1.
That's
One of,
not a bad choice,
one of my
except for you
favorite.
chose the wrong Bad Boys.
Oh, you're a Bad Boys 2, or
Yes.
yeah?
Oh
Two's
my
good.
god.
Two's good.
That
Yeah.
movie is the tits, as the kids say. I'm gonna stop saying as the kids say. 'Cause
You know,
it
I
makes
was-
me feel older.
Yeah, it should. I was on my way over here, and I was actually thinking of a quote from that movie, Bad Boys. It's coincidental that you asked me. In the very opening scene, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence get robbed at gunpoint, and when the gentleman says, he goes, "Hey, you're robbing two cops." He goes, "Yeah, well, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I suck. That's why I need your car." Kind of hit
It's
hard.
home.
It's
It
home,
hits
yeah.
home.
It's a little right there.
Joey, Pete in the chat wants you to know that the movie where Steve Carell plays a bad stepdad is called The Way, Way Back.
Yes, and it was a very excellent coming of
Coming of
coming
the
of
age.
story
Coming of the
of a
age.
young boy.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, Pete.
I'm sorry.
Not Steve at all.
Pete.
Goodness
Pistol
gracious.
Pete.
Off the rails already. Sean, thank you for being here. We're going to see
Thank you for
in-
having me. I've been trying to get out here for a long time. I'm really excited to do this with you guys.
Yeah, this is the first
very
ever
cool, man.
live obscure movie trivia show. And of course, I had to do what all comedy clubs do and book 3 white guys. So, you know how it is. Speaking of 3 white guys, our next and final contestant of the night, he is a young
Great
kid
job being white.
who I am I'm very worried about sometimes. But I'm so excited to actually have him here because he is a film student. And if you guys have watched the show before, film students on this show are a whopping 1 in 4. So he's here to win one for the film students. But welcome to the show, Dane.
I'm here to redeem film school.
Dane, you're here to redeem film school. All right,
Yeah, no,
Dane.
don't worry about it. Don't bother clapping for me.
Yeah,
Like,
you guys.
I did for both
Big
of you.
round of applause for Dane. They started talking amongst themselves about good movies, and they're just like, you know what? Fuck that we're on camera.
They're
right
too
now.
cool for this.
They're too cool for this. But anyways, they'll get it. But Dane, I asked you what your favorite movie of all time is yesterday, and your answer was so sad that I've got a different question for you.
Okay.
What is the movie that you saw last before the pandemic in theaters?
I believe it was the third How to Train Your Dragon, or the most recent one. I saw it, and the roof of the theater was leaking. The roof, it was leaking in the theater I was in. They had a bucket to collect the water, but it sounded like someone was peeing in the theater the whole time.
That is absolutely wonderful. You gotta love theaters. All right, you guys have the brand new, and if you guys will point the backs of those to the camera, those are the brand new whiteboards. Yeah. With the Obscure Movie Trivia Show logo on them, if you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted you to show the back. I didn't want you to just show the back to cover your face. Exactly, yes. On these whiteboards, the guys are going to be writing down their answers. Please don't copy off each other. We're all adults here. It's about having fun. But I have 10 questions about Super Troopers. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask those questions. Then I'm going to banter with the Twitch chat if the internet will allow me. And while I'm doing that, these guys are going to be writing answers. Then at about 15, 20 seconds, I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once I do that, nobody will be writing anything down, and I will call on them one by one, and they will show and reveal their answers and say them out loud, and we will mark whether they got them right or wrong. Everybody ready?
Ready.
All right. All right, sounds good.
Ready.
Thank you. Okay, so are you all right? We are getting into it. Question number 1 in the movie Super Troopers. What was Foster doing at the beginning of the movie that prevented him from hearing the speeder? Yes, it appears that Pete's going to be watching along and playing along because he is he loves Super Troopers. Loves Super Troopers. Yes, Milk, we are in person. Milk, a dear friend, and I have Milk's face on the back of my phone because the sticker is cute. So good to see you, Milk. Yes, you are allowed to guess all you want in the chat. Pete, go ahead, and I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Joey. Why don't you show the audience and tell us what you had?
Fishing.
Nice.
Fishing.
That sounds good. And what about you, Sean?
I also have what is fishing.
What is fishing? Thank you.
That's it.
It doesn't have to be written in a question, but I
was just being
appreciate
professional, sir.
being professional. And Dane, what did you have?
Smoking Kush.
No, I'm sorry,
That-
Dane.
I really should have rewatched the movie. I know it's like a
Definitely.
stoner thing.
Definitely should have rewatched the movie.
I'm here to redeem film school.
Yes,
I
you're
did.
here to.
I did study the.
Hey, sometimes people have come on here just studying the film and have done really well. So we'll see how that strategy works out. But in this first one, that's
I wasn't
what Pete
too.
said in the chat.
I wasn't too hot on the first scene. I wasn't, but that was.
It wasn't necessarily the first scene.
It
It's
It's-
kind of towards.
let's not do semantics
I-
on the first question.
I'm ruining it.
But it's okay. Both Joey and Sean got that one correct. Of course, he was fishing. Probably something he shouldn't have done. I don't know how cops work. But question number 2. What is Farva's first name? Yeah, some of these will be a little bit harder than others. This one is one of those ones, probably. Tell us in the chat how you like the lighting and how you like the stage. This is new and everything. We're excited to be here. Also, if you're in the chat and you have guesses, go ahead and guess. Kirk, of course, we see Kirk in the chat. Pete's there. We got Milk. Some of our favorites will be piling in. Berninsky soon, I'm sure. And I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Sean this time. What did you have?
I think it's Ron. What is Ron, Farva?
And Dane, what did you have?
Martha?
Martha Farva is.
All right. I'll speak into the mic from now on, at least.
Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. There's
the
plenty
mic.
of time to
Forgot
catch
that
up points, so don't worry. And Joey,
I thought
what did you have?
I thought it was a good guess.
Brett Farva sounded right at the time. And then
Touche, my friend.
I started second guessing it as soon as I wrote it.
I kind of feel like you should get the point for that regardless.
That is a good one. And Sean, you were so darn close.
Is it Ron or
It's Rod.
Rod. Settle down, Rod. I thought it was Ron. I put Randy first, and I knew it was an R. Yep. All right, good. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, good job. Good job. That was really close there, Sean.
Brett should have gotten a point. Maybe a quarter of a fraction of a point.
That one right there
that
is
close.
just super clever right there. I love that answer.
That's why he's a paid
Thank you.
comedian, folks.
Pete got that one in the chat. Lighting looks good. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know you can always compliment my hair too. Just because I'm not at home doesn't mean I don't need hair compliments.
It's very
but thank you
voluminous.
guys.
It is nice to be so close to its radiance, I
Yeah.
gotta say. It's,
Right?
it's
It's
been a
more
while.
powerful in person.
We don't even need the stage lights,
Careful,
man.
Icarus.
Exactly. Now we're on to question number 3, which is, where were the stoners headed before they got pulled over? Oh, yeah.
These are deep cuts, man.
These
Holy
are
shit.
deep cuts. I just remembered as I was writing these, I was like, I'm definitely going to write a question about schnozberries, and I didn't write a question about schnozberries.
I was
But just so you know, they taste like schnozberries, if you were at home wondering.
Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Dane this time. What did you have and what did you write?
What is school?
I love that we're doing the what is. That's a good thing you started there, Sean.
Thank you.
But Joey, what did you have?
I just wrote to a party. I don't remember them going anywhere.
You guys are vague booking it. They were very clear about where they were going. They
Wow.
made jokes about it. But go ahead. Sean,
I
what did you have?
went to Canada for fries and gravy.
It's to Canada, baby.
Poutine.
Yeah. We were
I don't
looking-
remember them discussing that, but that's what he told the officer.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
what he
Yeah.
told the
I'm sorry,
officer,
sir. We're
yeah.
going for fries and gravy. My favorite ones.
Good job, Sean, pulling
Thank you.
ahead.
Thank you.
All right. Which leads us to question number 4. What pops out of the closet of the Winnebago? Question number 4 is, what pops out of the closet of the Winnebago? It's feels good to be out here doing stage time with my boys again. Not that I
Nice.
haven't been doing open mics with you clowns regularly, but it's just good to see you guys. We all look good on camera right now. Sean's got his vacation tan. Vacation. Our
That was a
favorite
good
Sean.
one.
Yeah.
I should work on that one. That was good.
Relevant experts in the chat. We love that. We got some random in the chat. We love that. All right. I'm going to give a countdown now of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swinging back to Joey G on this one. What did you have, sir?
It was a hog, I believe.
Cool.
Hog.
And what did you have, Sean?
Fuck, you were right. Or, sorry, my apologies.
It's not a children's show, but
It's not.
thank you.
Am I allowed to cuss on Twitch?
My
I forget.
daughter might be
I
watching.
put a dead body, perhaps a lady of the night.
Perhaps the lady of the night. And Dane, what did you have?
Mike from Monsters Inc.
Clever answer, Dane. We were looking for, of course, a hog.
Aren't we always looking for a hog?
Aren't we always?
Am I
Dane?
right? Stabbed.
I love that Dane's playing to the audience of the 3 other guys on the stage. Good for you, Dane.
Let's hear it for that.
Never quit being you.
You're in
I'm a
the
comics
vicinity.
comic.
There you go. Yeah, he's a comics comic.
Yeah. He's your
Translation, I don't get booked.
He's your favorite comics comic. Skip's in the chat. I just played some games with Skip. Skip, we miss you.
Is that Skip Bacon?
Of course
Yes.
it's
Oh, Miss Skip Bacon, my
Yes.
fellow Hoosier.
Wow.
I've been skipping
She's also
bacon my
a
whole
fellow
life.
Hoosier. Yeah.
Yes, she just said, and just learned Sean is a Hoosier too.
Just learned that.
Yeah,
She just learned that.
yeah.
That's weird. Skip, you had me tell my Indiana jokes for your family when they came out here and visited.
Listen, Sean.
I'm just saying.
Skip can't remember every random white guy who did an open mic.
Yeah, but the one that always wears stuff from Indiana, the same state as she's from. I think there's some exceptions to be made. Goodness.
Well, that's going to lead us to question number 5, which is, what were the highway cops testing by shooting it when Foster told Thorny about his plan to break into the local precinct, local police station? I'll repeat that again. What were the highway cops testing by shooting it when Foster told Thorny about his plan to break into the local police station? She says, "Oh no, I remember now," and then she apologized. So,
I'm not looking for an apology. I'm just sad I'm not more memorable. Thought I did better than that.
Random shouts out. Dane
Oh, I have the
and
beard
his-
now.
Yes, it's the
I
beard.
used to look like Woody,
Yes,
but now I look like Woody from if he was a Proud Boy. But I'm not. Woody.
It's true though.
It's very true.
I love that you had to reiterate and let him know.
Yes,
yeah, you
I can
definitely
confirm
do.
sitting next to him. He does look like that.
Especially in real life.
Man, you gotta really see my new set.
I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of. Skip wants us to know before I give this countdown that she's had a lot of Pinot today. Pinot Grigio. She's,
Oh, the Pinot G.
Yeah.
She's going with the whites.
yeah.
All right.
She's had a day, so give it up for Skip.
Hey, yeah.
Even when she's not in the house,
Waiting
Skip
for those
gets a
Sunday
standing
night
ovation. But I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Sean, what did you have and what did you write?
What is a cup or a sort of genitalia protection unit?
And Dane, what did you have?
They were testing the limit.
No, they push it.
They pushed the limit. They did not test it. And what about you, Joey G?
The technical term, it's a metal junk cup.
That's what I was looking for.
I would have accepted anything that had to do with bulletproof cup. But thank you. Yes, a cup, genital protection, not the limit though.
Not the limit.
In a way, though, I think I was right. I should get a point for that.
In a way, aren't we all testing the limit? We're not doing semantics on this show. I had this argument last week. We don't do that here. No, I was literally looking for a cup or a penis protector.
The limit of the cup.
No, not the limit of the cup. The
Again, I'm
actual
keeping
cup
it clean.
itself.
I really think the limit was the more important part.
The limit sounds like a really bad Rush album. But we're gonna go ahead and go.
80s era synth rush.
Random says there is no redemption for film school students tonight.
Shout out LA Film School
There you
on
go.
Sunset
Prop
Boulevard.
them up.
Yeah,
Prop them up.
Shout them out.
Daycare for the children of billionaires.
Question number 6. What band did the highway patrol pull over at the end only to go to their party? We actually have 3 study tactics in here tonight, which is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. You see, Dane clearly didn't watch or remember the movie at all. Sean watched it 10 years ago and is a big fan. And Joey watched it today.
I
Let's
finished
see
it.
how this plays out.
I finished it as you were messaging me, asking me if I was close, when I still thought it was streaming.
Another shout out to Joey G. He thought that this show was still streaming, so he was waiting at home for my ass to send him a link.
I had my computer set up and everything, man. I'm like, don't we
He's
usually
like,
have it
where
by
is
now?"
this guy?
Could you
good
repeat the
job.
question?
Yes, I can actually. What band did the highway patrol pull over at the end only to attend their party? It made Sean laugh, and sometimes that's all that matters. So let's get to it. I'm gonna give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give them your gold, Dane. What do you have?
Rush. The ultimate power trio.
With their new hit, Push It to the Limit.
The Limit by Rush.
Neil Peart pushed it to the limit.
He did.
I mean,
Neil Peart definitely
for real,
pushed it
he
to the
died.
limit. What about you, Joey G? What did you have?
I put Led Zeppelin, but I'm not confident about it.
Mm.
I don't.
Okay, and what about you,
I
Sean?
went with Kiss.
Oh, and what is you're all wrong?
Yeah.
Is it Leonard Skinner?
We were looking for AC/DC, baby.
AC/DC.
Suck.
AC/DC.
That's why it
Yeah,
didn't
that's
stick in my memory.
that remards me why now.
Pete says he doesn't
I did
remember it
put
in
down
the slightest.
Kiss.
You know, some of them are easier than others, as the you know.
good question.
These are actually the toughest ones I remember having.
And
I
we
think
haven't
ever
even
in the
got to
first
the
round.
hard betting round
Oh,
questions.
jeez.
Just watched the movie 30 seconds.
I don't.
seconds ago.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a hell of a lot to bet by the time we get there.
Well, we'll see for sure. Dane, of course, is playing the long game.
He's going for that double jeopardy. He's waiting.
Because he does get the advantage in round 2.
Tortoise
So
in the
we'll
hair.
see. But question number 7. Who distracted the local cop? I will repeat that because my mouth is dry. Who distracted the local cops by pretending to fuck a bear? Which officer? Which officer distracted the local cops by pretending to fuck a bear? You don't just throw that out.
There you go.
It was one of my favorite lines from the movies. You don't just throw that out.
They use that maple syrup for a lot.
Random wants you to know, Dane, that they too have not seen the movie, but would love to pretend they have.
Oh no.
I would gladly trade places.
No, seriously, drive here right now.
I'll move to the audience. We'll have an audience.
Question number 7. Oh, I already did it.
Oh.
Now I'm giving a countdown. See how that works.
I think
Sorry, you guys. We're live, baby. Countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to you, Mr. Joey G. What did you have?
It was Rabbit.
Nice. And what about you, Sean?
I also have a misspelled rabbit.
Nice. Or yours is correct.
Rabbit.
And what does Dane have?
Officer Sean Crosco.
Fortunately, it was not me.
That sounds like a very cop name.
That sounds natural, right?
Yeah.
Officer Sean Crosco.
Officer Crosco.
Second Lieutenant Sean Crosco.
You'd be like not even a bike
Sure,
cop.
Sean Crosco.
All right. We, of course, we're looking for Rabbit.
So it's a rabbit?
His name
His name, Officer Rabbit.
That makes sense.
But they didn't mention that on the back of the DVD box, so you wouldn't have done that.
I remember when I told Dane last night, I was like,
Fucking 10 seconds of
I was
IMDb.
like, you're going to watch this? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this movie tonight. So we'll see.
I'm so sorry.
Hold on. So I made the recommendation on a movie I haven't watched in over a decade. And then you brought two people and told them to both watch the movie the day of.
Day of, baby.
Why would you not have watched it the day of if you haven't watched it in 10
You don't need
Because I'm on Merit. It's one of my favorite movies.
And you're doing damn
Do you not
well.
remember Things You Love?
Do you not remember
love
things you
that
love?
movie.
I don't even remember my kids' names, sir. I just call it boy and
I thought
girl.
it was gonna be too soon. Or
Boy one, girl one. Come here. Question number 8. What non-beverage do the troopers have a chugging contest with? Yes.
You're gonna get
It-
copyright restrictions
Yeah,
slapped
you're
all
definitely
over
gonna
this
get us.
show.
Twitch is not happy with that. Even though the video feed is not live for me, I think the chat feed is, so I can't check how good my hair is. You guys in the audience can tell me. But I love that, Pete, you're specific on this one. Because the answer is correct. But I will give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sean, what did you have?
I had it as, what is Vermont maple syrup? Only you can make a brown man blush.
I am all that is man. I love that. What about you, Dane? What did you come up with in your head?
I figured, I saw that it was like a weed movie. So,
There's literally one scene with weed, but go on.
it's like a big stoner movie.
No,
It's like a stoner cult classic. So I just said Kush. I drew a picture too.
with a crudely drawn crippled man's hand.
I don't know.
It's a pot leaf.
Oh, it's a pot
No,
leaf.
definitely not.
It's
It
definitely-
looks like a maple leaf with Down syndrome.
Right? Like it looks.
That was my nickname in high school.
Looks like the hand of that guy from Scary Movie 2. Grandma Strong Hand. Joey, what did you have?
I also had syrup.
The maple guy.
The maple guy.
The maple guy.
At first I just wrote syrup, and I was like, well, that's probably not specific enough.
Syrup would have been
Probably would've
specific enough. We're not like, spelling contest here. Or,
Thank
you
God.
know.
I would
But
do a lot
Kush
better
was
than
not what we were looking
That
for.
was definitely not it.
that. Kush is always what we're looking for. What we are looking for.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am.
All of us.
I'm a sober comic.
Smoking the weed.
Don't ever say it like that. Question number 9. What does Farva put in Rabbit's cup of coffee?
Kush.
You gotta write it, not say it, man. You gotta write it.
I love that he probably thought I should write that again because it would be funny, but if I say it out loud, it'll be even funnier. It wasn't, Dane. But I love you for that. You can catch Dane at the next Verbal Insults League, destroying one young Josh Boughton in roasts.
Challenging or beating?
He's going to destroy him.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the? All right.
You guys probably haven't heard of Josh because he only ever goes to dive bar open mics and he signs up
Dane, Dane,
at the
please
end of the
stop.
list.
Dane, I'm your hype man. Just let me talk. You're
Let Buddy
good.
do it.
Yeah.
Josh
but
has
I-
had a level of clarity the last few weeks. Something has ignited within him, I will say. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's going to be as simple as.
Yeah, there's no atheists in foxholes.
Dane is going to win, but you guys can catch that. We're not hyping that show any longer because we're going to get a countdown of
Not until I'm
5,
on it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Dane, what did you come up with?
Laxative? That seems like a
That's
funny.
That's
comedy.
not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad
You
guess. Actually, would have been funnier than what actually was done.
I
but
don't think so.
What? What do you have, Joey?
It was a bar of soap.
And what about you, Sean?
It wasn't just because it was a bar of soap that made it funnier. It was the comment that I don't remember who made it, but
Foster?
he said it wasn't Foster. It was the other guy.
Oh.
Smaller guy. What's his name? I always forget his name.
The
Mac.
other one.
It was Mac.
Yeah.
It is a bar of soap, but he said, "Don't make him look like a dick. Eat the soap." And that's what made
Don't
it.
make him look like a dick. Eat the soap.
Yeah, don't make him look like a dick. Eat the soap, rabbit. And then
Good
finally, Chief actually said, "Fuck it, give it to me." He took the soap and ate it.
Chief in that movie is literally every substitute teacher in a high school class
Or
ever.
shop teacher.
Right?
Just drunk.
Fuck it, I'll burn it down.
Punching out bird
but
feeders.
Good job. Good job, you guys. On to question number 10, the final question in round 1. Question number 10 is, what does Farva want his and Thorny's call sign to be? This plays. This. I love how silly this movie is, and the Club Dread guys kept like making movies, and like none of them hit this mark.
Underrated, unknown, and it hits. And actually, I'll tell you what, I'm a
Club
big
Dread.
fan.
Club Dread is
Broken Lizard in general, I'm a huge fan of all theirs.
The one that like really gets to me is Super Troopers 2, because it's like the only laughs that connect are the laughs from the gags that they did from the old movie, and
The
none
nostalgia
of the new
jokes.
gags like work.
I did like the character of the town mayor, Rob Lowe.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rob
I did think
Lowe-
Rob Lowe had a good character. He had
Rob Lowe makes things fun.
I don't want to spoilers. No spoilers.
Twitch is moderating.
We've already
the
ruined
answers.
Super Troopers 1 for these people.
Right. I'm gonna give a count. Skip said that Twitch is moderating the answer. Don't moderate the answer, Twitch. Don't be a hater.
What answer was it?
I don't know. We'll give a countdown of 5, 4,
Oh,
3,
this answer.
2,
Oh.
1. Starting with Joey. Sorry. What did you have, sir?
That'd be Car Ramrod.
Car Ramrod.
Correct.
All right. And Sean, what about you?
I also had What is Car Ramrod?
All
Oh,
right.
you forgot to say it. Oh.
This is like a mating call, right? That's what the question was.
Yeah, sure, Dane. What did you have?
Want to smoke a doob? It's like a stoner movie, right?
It's not a stoner
not-
movie,
it's not.
but don't worry because we're out of there, and you don't have to
Oh,
answer
that's
questions about any.
Oh, man.
You don't have to answer any more questions about that movie until round number 3.
Good job in that round.
Thanks, man. That's the kind of genuine interaction I've been missing from comedians.
This Dane. Anyways,
And one
you guys
piece,
can
yeah.
put those whiteboards down for now. We are going to need them a little bit later.
I'm kind of upset that you guys spoiled the movie for me.
Well, you should have watched it. That was
You still
kind-
think it's a stoner movie. You'll be okay.
you'll be okay. But we go into round 2 with a tie. And Jesse, because I can't see the video feed, I can only see the chat. Will you tell me if you also have 7-7? All right.
Did we?
Yes, you guys both tied with 7-7. Good job.
Oh, you got the hog and I got
Yeah, you
something
guys got
else.
one opposite,
Yeah.
and then you guys got all the rest of them the same. But good job, you guys.
That's genuine.
But we're going to get to the two of you guys in a second because Dane now gets an advantage. So going into round number 2. Round number 2 is Weird Careers. I have picked 3 random actors. This time I have picked Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, and Paul Rudd. All great actors. And I have picked 5 movies from their filmography to write questions about. Some will be easier than others. These guys will get these questions directly to them. They don't need to write anything down. They will get to pick who they get questions from, possibly. But Each correct answer is worth 2 points. There is no, you don't lose points for getting anything wrong. So this is just a quick way to catch up on some points. This is where Dane's going to show all of his film knowledge here. And because Dane, you are technically in second place right now. Because they're tied for first. So
Okay, great.
see, so you're in second place. You get to decide between Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, and Adam Sandler who you will get 5 questions from.
Seth Rogen.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. 5 questions about the career of Seth Rogen to you, Dane. You don't have to write anything down. Just tell me when you have an answer. And if it's going to be a funny
We could have done
answer-
that with the last round, too.
No, we couldn't have because you guys were all answering the same questions. Come on.
Okay.
Dane.
I don't think you understand. how
I've
it
only
works.
been doing this for a year. Thank you, though.
That's why we wrote him down.
Right? This guy. Anyway.
See, that's why I'm not running this.
Pete got all those answers in the chat.
Hey, good job, Pete.
Good job, Pete.
Pete rules. Listen
What,
to
do you want to
Pete's
just have
podcast.
Pete come take my place?
No, Pete's going to be on here
I think
again.
everyone else would prefer that.
No, it sounds
Dane's
like
having an emotional crisis here, but let's see if he can answer questions about
I haven't
Seth
even
Rogen.
met Pete, but he's probably better at comedy than me.
I don't think we want that because Pete actually knows answers.
Yes, and Pete's also not a stand-up comedian. He's a wonderful movie podcaster and great human being.
Shout out.
Shout out to Pete. Yeah. But Dane, your first question in the career of Seth Rogen. What HBO Max original from 2020 features Rogen playing a man and one of his ancestors?
$50-50.
Dane's like, I'm going to definitely put out a Seth Rogen movie that didn't come out in 2020. He had one movie out in 2020. If you have not seen this, the movie we were looking for is An American Pickle. You guys should watch it. It's a great film.
It's unique.
It is unique. It's not funny all the way through, which is what you're expecting from a silly premise. And it gets very serious and dark.
Yep.
But watch it. It's fun.
So it's kind of like a Will Ferrell Stranger Than Fiction sort of.
Very,
Comparison?
very similar, but the stories couldn't be more widely different. But yes, it's a should be a fun premise and turns into a very serious
Doesn't
movie.
Seth Rogen have a Canadian pickle?
Question number 2 in the career of Seth Rogen. Kirk, if you've tried watching it, it is one of those slow movies. If you're not into slow movies, probably not for you. But if you do like that's a different movie. But question number 2 in the career of Seth Rogen, Dane, is which character does Seth Rogen voice in the live-action Lion King movie? Oh, and Dane is an admitted non-fan of Disney. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm really not. Simba? That's the only character I could think of.
Not bad. We were looking for, of course, Pumbaa. Did not know that was spelled with 2 A's at the end until today when I wrote the question. That was weird. The things you learn on IMDb. Anyways, Skip got that one and Pete got that one.
She'll learn some things on IMDb today.
I should have learned some things at film school.
Yeah, this is a bad indictment of LA Film School, I have to say. But question number 3, who plays opposite Rogen in the rom-com Long Shot?
Charlize Theron?
Yes, look at Dane.
I think I worked at a theater when that one was happening. That's why I know that one.
And
It's
he's
like,
on the board.
Dane seems like a guy who would work at a theater and then like judge the people for the film that they chose. Like even families taking their little kids to cartoons. He's like, your kid's gonna grow up to be retarded, right? Like that just feels like the way Dane does that.
If you had an audience in here, they were here for Dane. Like, at basketball games, the home team's audience doesn't sit down until they make the first basket.
Yes.
We're just sat down right now.
Dane
We're like
did it, dude.
48 minutes in.
48 minutes in, Dane scores his first 2 points, and he's not out of the game, baby. But question number 4, Dane. Name one of Rogen's 2 co-stars in the Christmas classic The Night Before. This is my new favorite Christmas movie. It is my adult Christmas movie. Yeah. I mean, Die Hard's my favorite movie of all time. It's a Christmas film, but
Christmas Vacation.
oh, that's never a bad
Hands
one.
down number 1.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, not a bad pull. Not a bad pull. We were looking for either Anthony Mackie or Joseph Gordon-Levitt. We were looking for Captain America or Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He plays in a superhero film. But is he Robin? We don't know.
I am a fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'll have to.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for interjecting with that.
One of
Sean.
I'm not a big fan of going on Facebook and posting things or whatever, but I saw that Joseph Gordon-Levitt said, "Tell me a sad story in 4 words," and I said, "Starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt."
We're not gonna have Joseph Gordon-Levitt's hate on here.
It's not. He was great in Looper.
He was.
Are you still
as
getting
young.
angry letters from Julia Roberts over all this? or-
No, but the McG fanboys can go suck it.
I take it Joseph Gordon-Levitt is invited on the show if he wants to respond to
Yeah.
any of
The
any of
only
heat.
famous person not allowed on this show. I would even have OJ. OJ, if you want to be on the show, you're allowed. The only person who's not allowed on this show is McG.
I heard that OJ and Cosby are starting a podcast.
I don't need to know that. We're gonna go ahead and get to the final question in
free
Seth
again.
Rogen.
Twice free.
Bunch of white dudes on a movie podcast do not need to be talking about Bill Cosby and. No, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here. Question number 5, Dane. Who plays Rogen's evil frat boy neighbor in Neighbors?
Dave Franco.
Ooh.
That was really close. Would you count that?
No. We were looking for the main one. However, I just want to say this, Dane. You at least pick somebody from the film.
Was Dave Franco like one of the good guys?
No.
Or-
But he's not the one we were looking for. He was not the neighbor.
but he
It's
was
not his house.
Oh.
Goodness.
Was
We
it
were
the-
looking for, of course,
I
Zac Efron.
It's kind of a stoner movie, right?
Is every movie a stoner movie
I
that
know-
you haven't seen?
I was fucking ripped when
He's
I
like-
saw it.
He's like Wizard of Oz. That's a stoner movie, right?
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Back to the Future. stoner
Classic
movie, right?
stoner movie.
All right. Dane, you did pick up some points in that round, and that's what's important.
Progress.
Progress. And with the other two still mambling, bambling, and talking, the cameras are right there and right there. No matter what angle they're at, you guys are being seen just talking on the stage. Joey's looking at me like, please don't get mad at me, teacher. Everything's fine. Nobody's in trouble. But yes, if you guys are in the chat, make sure you guys do check out that link that was just dropped for the Stab Discord. That's a fun group to be a part of. Stab's a family. Be a part of it. But that leads us to, and I wrote down a number when we first started doing this thing, between 1 and 10, because you two got tied. All right? And so I'm going to have you guys pick a number between 1 and 10. Joey, because you're a father, you get to choose first between 1 and 10.
It's a weird rule, but I'm gonna go
Make
with
the rules.
I'm gonna go with 4.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
That's my number.
Too fucking bad. I went first.
Pick a different number.
5.
Well, good on you, Sean, because the number was 7
Price
we were
is
looking
right.
for. We were looking for number 7. So,
And since the price is wrong, bitch,
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Adam Sandler.
We did that.
There
movie 3
you
weeks.
go.
Oh, transition.
You were leaving Joey G with the
Yeah,
Paul Rudd.
Good fucking luck. This is 40.
Well, hopefully I didn't write that as a question. I want to go back to the blank role play days where Buddy is the teacher and Joey is the naughty student. No, we don't.
Oh, what was going on during those Zoom
Skip,
meetings?
you need to. Skip, you need to go outside.
Set down the Pinot.
What's question one, buddy?
Question number
Switch to
one
coffee.
in Adam Sandler is name the movie where Sandler plays a man and his twin sister.
Stuck on You?
Oh, no.
Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry.
We were looking for the Al Pacino classic, Jack and Jill.
Oh, Jack and Jill. That was it.
Yeah. Good shout, though. Question number 2 is, what animal does Sandler voice in Zookeeper? He has the dumbest accent in this movie.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to go with a ferret.
Not a bad guess. We were looking for Marty the monkey.
Matty the monkey.
Marty the monkey.
Maybe I
He
should have
is
gone with
terrible.
Paul Rudd. God.
I think that's as soon as you said Adam Sandler, I was like, I don't think you realize how deep Buddy gets into Adam Sandler's IMDb. Like,
I got told I looked like
last
him
time
growing
he
up as a
came out.
kid.
Listen, I get really stoned and go deep on these IMDb, you guys.
Loves going deep on that.
you
Never
saw
mind.
Airheads and like Billy Madison, you thought you were gonna
I
kill
was like, yeah,
this
okay,
round.
I'm
right?
good
I know those ones. But question number 3 in Adam Sandler is, in what movie does Sandler play a special ops fighter with a passion for hairdressing?
The Zohan.
I'm going to give that to you.
This is the Zohan.
It's Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Don't mess with the
but
Zohan.
Zohan is the movie we were looking for.
They put a little subtitle on for it. It's weak.
Yes, Don't Mess with the Zohan, which is actually
Very topical right now, sorry, because of the
Yes.
Palestinian.
yes,
How dare you.
very very topical movie.
Well,
Don't mess
that
with
was
the
his
Zohan.
nemesis in the movie, if you remember correctly. He was escaping from over in Israel, and the Palestinian was his
Right.
arch enemy.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you brought that fact.
Just want to make sure.
Could you repeat it?
Question number 4 in the career of Adam Sandler is, who stars opposite Sandler in Anger Management?
Jack Nicholson.
Look at that. +2.
No, it's easy.
All right. Good job. And then your final question is, name the 1999 comedy where Sandler plays an immature man named Sonny Koufax.
That would be Liar Liar. No, sorry. Big Daddy. Sorry, Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, we're going Big Daddy. I forgot to answer him.
He's like so
I
confident
said
about
that
it. He's
so
like,
confident.
he's like, oh, that one? That one's Liar Liar.
Oh, I mean, I was running through the movie. All right, yes, it is Big Daddy.
That was Jim Carrey too.
I know. Wow, way
It
up.
was. I'm going to give it to you, but let's.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You can knock off half a point.
No, it's okay. But
You can have some of my points.
Let's just talk about for a second.
Liar Liar?
How good Liar Liar is. I just
How
recently
about,
watched
how about
that.
Renee Zellweger in that?
That whole movie. Is she the mom? No, she's not.
No.
She's not.
Now I hop back over to Big Daddy. You see what I
Yes.
did there?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Renee
Yeah,
Zellweger.
not
either.
Renee
Was it?
You're
Who was
thinking
in
of
there?
Jerry Maguire. Nope, that was somebody else.
Who was
it?
his girlfriend in Big Daddy?
Not Renee Zellweger. Man.
The one he ends up with?
Yeah, the one he was trying to get at. With.
No, that's her name's Joey.
Isn't
so
she
was
look
in
just
that-
like Renee
She was in the-
Zellweger?
No.
She was
She has
in.
that I just
She
got
was in
lemon
Mallrats.
face.
Chasing Amy.
She was in Chasing
Chasing
Amy.
Amy.
She's
Yeah,
in
she
Mallrats.
was.
She's-
Yeah.
yeah.
And we did it. But
Was that 3?
yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, 60%.
Which leaves Mr. Joey G with Mr. Paul Rudd.
All right.
Are you ready, Mr. Joey G?
I guess so. Yeah.
Joey G and Paul Rudd, they go way back.
Yeah.
question-
I love Paul Rudd, but I'm not too confident about his movie
Filmography?
catalog, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
You seem clueless, Joel.
Thank you
Wow.
for reminding me he was in Clueless. I
What?
appreciate
Yeah, you can't be giving away answers like that.
I'm trying to help
Name-
him out. I'm
now.
trying to
Name
help
the
him out.
Netflix. Okay, question number 1 for Paul Rudd is, name the Netflix original that has Rudd as a character named Cactus Bill.
I don't watch Netflix originals. This Old House.
This Old House. This one was a personal question for me because I think everybody should go out and watch this one because it is a sci-fi, I would say classic. I love it. It's called Mute. Yeah, it's about a mute. It's a sci-fi
And it's
movie.
sci-fi? Huh. Does he have powers?
He does not.
He
but
doesn't
there
hear any of your
are-
problems.
He's not the mute, but
Oh.
I don't like sci-fi.
you
Is
don't like
Arch
sci-fi.
Nemesis the
Thank you.
mime?
It's not a superhero movie, but also question number 2 in the career of Paul Rudd is who stars opposite Paul Rudd in the 2014 rom-com They Came Together?
I don't think this is right, but I know he was in a movie with Jennifer Aniston once. So we're gonna
I don't
go
think
with
this is
Jennifer
right,
Aniston.
but I think he was in a movie with Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, Mute, Pete. It is a super weird one, but it is a fun rewatch. But we were looking for Amy Poehler.
I do not care for her. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Amy Schumer. Amy Poehler is a gem.
Amy Poehler is a gem.
apologize.
Amy Schumer
Joey-
looks like
Joey-
she ate Amy Poehler.
Joey has a lot of actors and actresses that he just doesn't like, and to him, they don't exist. Miss Julia Roberts doesn't exist. She was Sandra Bullock until he had to see pictures of them
Yeah.
separately to realize that they weren't the same person.
She existed to me when she fell down the stairs in Hook. I loved her in
the
that
best.
when she fell down the stairs.
How great was she in that
You're
movie?
the worst. We're going to get to question number 3 in Paul Rudd, which is, what kind of reporter is Paul Rudd in the Anchorman franchise?
I don't know. He seems like I'm kind of going back and forth. It's got to be either sports or weather, right? So
Do you have a guess for us?
Shit, man. He's probably a sports caster reporter guy.
You were
Was
so
it
close.
weather?
We were looking for weather.
Looking for
son of a bitch.
50-50 shot. I
Uh,
was sitting there, say sports, say sports, say sports.
I know. I was like, he definitely looks like the sports guy until you see Champ.
And yep. I was gonna say champ.
Yeah, I didn't.
Whammy! But question number 4: who stars alongside Rudd in Role Models?
I've never even heard of that.
What? Are you serious?
No, yeah.
You got this. You got this.
I'm getting strong like Ben Affleck waves telepathy. No,
No.
it wasn't.
He's like, what are you trying to tell me?
He's gonna bounce my answers off of you until I go final one for him.
Hey. I was like,
I'm trying to make it fun. You know, I want everyone to be involved except
and
Dan.
I still don't remember that guy's name. It was probably the guy who screwed the pie, because who else was even in that movie?
But
No, I'm gonna go with Fred Savage.
Fred
Is he
Savage.
even in anything?
I
maybe?
mean,
No.
it's like a Jewish version of him.
Not a bad
Okay.
guess. I don't think that's close at all.
Yeah,
Fred
but
Savage is
Chris-
not the. I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say Fred
Say it,
Savage
say
is
it.
the Jewish Sean William Scott. I'm just not gonna do that.
Sean William Scott.
Now that I got you to
Sean
say
William
that.
Scott. Stifler.
Yeah. Stifler.
Who is he?
Stifler from American Pie.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah, I
monk?
would have never got that anymore.
Dude, where's my car? I got a monk.
Yeah.
Yes, he did have a name, and it was Sean William Scott, and he's in Bulletproof Monk.
My favorite of his movies, honestly.
Yeah. But that leads us to our final question in the career of Paul Rudd. Which of these Paul Rudd classics was released first? Romeo plus Juliet or Clueless?
I'm gonna go with Clueless. I think.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good choice, sir.
Got him.
Yes, they were released a year apart, and that just goes to prove that even young Paul Rudd was releasing
He was
bangers.
super
was,
young.
Was
in that.
Clueless 93?
95, and Romeo plus Juliet was 96.
What a great movie.
Romeo plus
Yeah,
Juliet
one of my
is
favorites.
so fucking cool.
So many
I did
great
a
people on
college
it.
paper on it.
I don't know any of these movies.
Romeo Juliet.
Yeah, me
the
neither.
Romeo
Wow,
plus
this is
Juliet.
such a bad
It's Claire Danes'
indictment
best.
of film school. Like, this is really
You didn't
bad.
watch that one? That's such an artistic
Honestly-
interpretation of a classic, screenplay.
like
I watched one Romeo and Juliet, not with Julia Roberts though.
Romeo plus Juliet.
This is Romeo. Oh, yeah, this
Romeo
is.
and
must
it
have been
wasn't
horrible.
Julia Roberts. It was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Keep going.
And
Keep going. John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Keep going.
Maybe I watched
Keep
that
going.
one.
Kate, not Kate Blanchett. What's her name?
Claire Danes.
No.
Yeah.
Claire Danes.
Yeah.
You're correct. Anyways, we now have new scores.
Uh-oh.
And our boy Dane is on the board as we go into the final round. So let's get our whiteboards back up as I give you guys our new scores. In first place with a whopping 13 points is Mr. Sean Crosco.
Drink Dr. Pepper.
Drink Dr.
Drink
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Come to Stab's live shows and buy Dr. Pepper and White Claws in abundance. And right behind him with 9 points is Mr. Joey G. And still not out of this somehow with 2 points is Mr. Dane
Mathematically?
Nichols. No, not mathematically out of this at all.
I mean, not math that he could do, but
We'll see how it goes. But this is the dreaded betting round. So basically, everyone knows what points they're starting with, and it's going to be just like round one. You are going to write an answer. I'm going to give you the question. You guys are going to write an answer while I chit chat with chat. By the way, I'm going to stop talking just to say that Law's here. Yeah. Law's here. Yes, we love seeing Law in the chat. But yes, just like round one, you guys are going to write your answers while I chit chat with the Twitch chat. And you guys are going to also write a number right next to that answer. And that number is going to be between 1 and 3. Has to be between 1 and 3. Can't be more, can't be
So
less.
2.
Dane,
It has to be 2.
here's the thing. I'm going to allow you to go negative points. 'Cause
You
I'm
meant
gonna-
to say from 1 to 3,
from 1 to 3.
not between 1 and 3.
Okay, Dane,
You said no semantics.
I'm going to let you go negative on
How
this
am I
one.
supposed to be punk rock if I don't break your rules?
This is
Nothing
very
scream-
not punk rock of you.
nothing screams punk rock about you. Except you smell. No, I'm playing.
Law's been very
It's
distracted.
fair.
I can only
It's
assume
a hot summer. Come on.
distracted
It's hot.
by
I
my
think we
hair.
all. It's the lights.
But
That
yes, I am going. You are going to write a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, or 3. Any one of them will work, and that's how much you're betting. So if you get the answer correct, you get that many points at it, and if you get the answer incorrect, you lose that many points. We're finally losing points here, you guys. It's scary, but it's gonna be okay. All right, and I just gotta start this over again. Joey G. Dane with 2 whopping points, the killer. Yeah. Joey with 9 points, and Sean with 13 points to play with. Now, these questions are going to also be, hey, baby, these questions are also going to be about the movie Super Trooper, but we are going to get 5 harder questions. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We have an audience member, and I just want to shout him out, Mr. RDV. Yeah. In the house. But question number 1 in the betting round is, how much money worth of shrooms does Mike the Backseat Stoner eat? There is a number, and it's hilarious.
We're talking just specifically the mushrooms.
Yes.
All right.
And
I
did
love
we
it.
already do our wager? Do I?
You put the
Right
number
there.
next to your answer.
But both of the answers are numbers.
Yes.
That's kind of overwhelming. I'll do my best.
You guys, I try to get people who, don't get booked. Try to get them stage time, and I try to put them in front of people because I'm a sweet guy. And my dear pet project here, Dane, is going to show
Well,
you guys
and-
how good he is.
This is just your vanity project, right?
100%. 100%. This is my bureaucratic vanity project.
You should host a show with that name. You can have it.
Bureaucratic vanity project?
BVP.
Skip says Gilbert has an answer, but I have to say, Skip, Gilbert's answer is incorrect. But we're going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Joey G. What did you have and what did you bet, sir?
It was $30 worth of mushrooms, and I bet 3 points.
I wonder where you can get $30 worth of mushrooms. What did you have, Sean?
I went with that's $100 worth of shrooms
All
for
right.
1 point, and I'm gonna need that.
And what did Joey bet, by the way? 3 points?
3 points. Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Okay. And what did you bet, Sean?
1 point.
And what did you
I feel
guess
like I
and bet,
lost that
Dane?
point.
I bet 3 points. I guessed $69 worth of mushrooms. Please book me on your shows.
I did that specifically so I wouldn't lose.
Yeah. If Sean and Joey put theirs together, they would be correct. It's $130 worth of shrooms.
It was $100 worth of weed, $30 worth of shrooms.
$130.
You're looking at me like you got the answer right, but he's saying you got it wrong.
Because you asked, you said just
It's
specifically
both
the
of them
shrooms, right?
together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
130.
130 is
Was
the correct answer.
Yeah.
I thought you said just specifically the shrooms.
No.
No?
That's what the answer is. I double checked it online. We're not messing with Buddy. All projects are vanity projects when you look as good as Buddy. And that is the truth.
Wait, what about Dane's answer?
He gave an answer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
said I wagered 3 on $69. $69 worth of.
I didn't want to give it too much attention, but thank you for
right.
giving him more time.
So he is -1. Sorry.
That's a
Question
little too
number
clever.
2. What did Rabbit say he smelt in the boy's car? I smell. I can hear boys.
I think it was the back of the semi truck.
Oh, I know what you mean. No.
Oh, yep. I got
No.
you. Thank you. I needed that clarity. That's a different.
I shouldn't be
all
giving anybody. Skip with a answer in the chat, and Skip is correct because Skip rolls. But I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Mr. Sean Crosco, what did you have?
I said, what is weed? Smells like weed.
Weed
in here,
is
boys?
cannabis? No. That is an answer. And you bet 1?
1.
All right. Dane, what did you have and what did you bet?
I didn't know we were doing the betting again, so I forgot to write down a number. You can just, I'll just have bet 3 or 1, whichever is better. I said something very, it's different than Sean's answer.
Okay, what do you have?
I have Kush,
All right.
not weed.
That was too much build up for something.
All right, I'm the youngest one here. How about defer to me for the lingo? You know, guys?
What does Joey have?
He smelled fear.
He absolutely
Yes, he did smell the fear. Good answer.
Yes. I was thinking of the semi. Yeah, absolutely. But we are now on to question number 3. This one, I even had to Google to make sure that I was correct.
Well, real quick, Bunny,
Yes, sir.
I'm still not sure, and I think a lot of people are not sure about what happened with question 1. Because
I didn't give it to either of them because the question that I Googled, they both got it wrong. So I did -3 from Joey and 1 from Sean.
Sure.
If I'm wrong, fine. That's correct.
But you specifically said how much in mushrooms.
In shrooms. I don't
Right.
have the Google my Google Doc in front of me.
But then you just said that it was $30 in
It was
shrooms.
130 was the answer that I have, and I
130
think it's shrooms.
Total.
The
All
100,
right,
it was
all right.
100 worth of weed and 30 in shrooms. So I'm gonna need like $130 for the exact line.
You are correct.
Thank you.
I'm gonna. You know what? Joey is correct.
Oh, whoa. We're
It's
retroacting things
Coming
now?
back.
You know what?
Wait,
You
wait,
know
wait,
what?
wait, wait,
You know
what
what?
is
I have my
happening
Google
here?
Doc
We
right here in
reviewed
front
the
of me.
tape.
I have my Google Doc.
Can
right
we
in
go to
front
the
of me.
official document? Can we go to the standard, the precedent that was set?
The Google document?
I
that
can't. I mean, if he researched it
We are
wrong,
not
you
doing this
researched
right
it
Review
now.
the play.
We are not
Sports.
doing this in in the Lord's house right now. I almost accidentally backed into a porn page because you guys were stressing me out right now. We almost just backed into whatever I was just watching on Pornhub.
I once had
ago.
a substitute.
Let's not do that right now, you guys.
I once had a substitute teacher click on a Trojan ad and let it play on the website, and then left the room.
Yeah,
for us to all watch it. It was an accident.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
Old people
to the kids. But question number 3.
His scout group watched some weird shit.
It happens. Question number 3. You can actually get compensated for that. Look online. Question number 3. What state does the movie take place in? It is insane. It is pure insanity. And this is why I need my laptop. It's right over there. Should have just brought it up with me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It is okay. Because we're going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got some guesses in the chat, but I'm going to start here with Dane. What did you have?
Colorado?
Because it's a stoner film, right?
I mean, it's a state. At least you get,
At least it's a state.
You got a state.
What
That's
did you
correct.
bet on that
It's
one,
in the
Dane?
union.
1.
All right, Dane. It doesn't matter at this point. He does. Yeah.
We'll remember next time.
And Joey, what did you have?
I wrote Indiana, but I don't think that's right. I don't know.
He said that's terrible. He goes,
Sean's getting in your head.
Yeah, that didn't occur. There's maple syrup in other states.
The
Why
worst
does it
part
have
is
to be-
Sean kind of gave the answer away earlier with his maple syrup answer.
Yeah, I just you can buy that stuff everywhere, man. We're in California; they sell it for like $6 a jar.
Yes.
Understandable. I mean, they also
And what place is that, Sean?
okay, but they also smoked weed in it.
Beautiful Vermont is correct.
That was one.
All right.
Vermont is basically the same vibe as Colorado. I was close. Yeah.
Dane.
It's the same vibe.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that. No. Anyways, question number 4. What do they find in Farva's trunk near the end of the movie? I think Joey got Indiana from the fact that Sean and Skip won't shut the fuck up about it.
That may have been one. And the fact that he was so violently holding the thing away from me and like writing it down, like
He's like, he can only write that vigorously about one state.
he seems. I've never seen him so passionate about any other thing other than Indiana and writing down that answer.
I was really angry. I got the weed and mushrooms question wrong. And so
I think it's only 3, but I'm not going to ask him what underwear he's wearing. How many articles of Indiana clothing are you wearing right now?
I just have 2. These are actually Payne Stewart socks, not to be confused with my very similar Rick Smith socks.
Oh, he usually
So
has the Rick
technically
Smith
only
socks.
the shirt and the hat.
Okay.
Right. I mean me. I'm from Indiana. I was made there. So I'm wearing me. So
Well, Artie just wanted to know, So that was.
Artie, you
question
could
number
just
4.
ask me.
He can't speak out loud. He doesn't
Oh.
have a microphone. He's being
Oh.
a proper audience member.
I see. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Apologize. I didn't.
Thank you. Thank you, Artie. I'm going to get a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting with you, Joey G. What did you have?
I wrote blow up doll Ursula, 3 points.
Nice. All right. And Sean, what about you?
Also had what is blow up doll named Ursula Flares.
I love that we remembered her name. And Dane, what random answer did you
I'd just
write?
like to say first, I think my answer is technically correct, and I think it should be accepted. And I'm going to throw a fit if it isn't. I wrote contraband for 3 points. It is a type of, that sounds like a type of,
We're looking for the specific contraband, but thank you for being vague. We love it, Dane. How much did you bet? You didn't write a bet.
3.
Some-
No,
three,
I
you
wrote
did.
about this time.
All right. -8, Dane.
I feel
This is
so
impressive.
beaten down by this show.
Don't. Dane, there are a few episodes that I will send you links to that should make you feel real good.
The other film student episodes?
No. Who? Nothing. Question number 5, the final question in the game. We have been here all night. But question number 5, the final question, the final bet for everyone here. Who's going to win? Who's going to do it? Question number 5 is, which comedian plays the pedestrian that the Highway Patrol plays the Meow game with? I will repeat that one time for the audience at home. And Skip says that Rick Smith's socks. Yes, of course he has Rick Smith socks. Yeah.
King Dutchman.
Exactly. Question number 5 was, which comedian plays the pedestrian that the Highway Patrol plays the Meow game with? Skip, if I just start accepting every answer that Dane gives out, he'll have arguments for every other dumb answer he gives. We can't give this kid that power. I'm going to give a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Sean, what did you have and what did you bet, sir?
His name for life, man. It's the Hot Pocket guy.
He is the Hot Pocket.
And Artie wants everybody to know he also slips in a few Hot Pockets. I can't. But he's the Hot Pocket guy?
Literally his whole
Judge table over there.
Dane, who do you have?
I bet 3. Colin Quinn is a comedian, right?
He thinks he is. I don't know. How did that guy ever get work?
I don't know, man. He's loud and somebody gave him a microphone. But that was not what we were looking for. What did you bet there, Dane? 3?
3. I had
What
a
a
hard
legend.
time even thinking of a comedian, honestly.
What a legend. You should have picked me. What did you have, Joey G?
One of my personal favorites from childhood, Mr. Jim Gaffigan, for
Nice.
3 points.
All right. Good job. We were looking for Jim Gaffigan. So, I have, now that I have to do some remaths, 16 for Sean. Is that what you have, Mr. Jesse? Yes. Thank you. For Joey G, I have 12 plus 9. I have 21.
Whoa. That's not right.
That's
20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
I had 17,
I
but
also had 17, but I was.
you
looking
guys
at
know
your
he missed a
thing. I don't
few
know.
Okay.
on the last round.
And then Dane with a whopping negative 11 points, setting a new record. But I also have to
Excellent.
say that Joey, since tightening up these rounds and doing the 3 extra ones were for the controversial
Yeah.
question, whether or not you would have won anyways. It would have been a 1-point win or a 4-point win.
No. It
But-
wouldn't have been. It would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been a negative 2-point win. Check the tape. It's all right.
Anyways,
It's all right.
the math adds up.
Controversial question. It's okay. I'm not going to bring it up to you every
No,
time I
it's-
see you for a while. That's all right.
It doesn't matter because we have a rare 20,
Oh. that
which
big
we have not hit a lot. So congratulations to
Thank
Mr.
you.
Joey G.
All right.
You were correct. I didn't write that. Now that I'm looking at my Google Docs and going back and forth, I didn't write the question complete. So that's on me.
Okay.
And I'm a big dummy there. And this is what happens when I write day of instead of using one of the 12 other games that I already have written in here. I'm like, no, let's start a brand new one today. And so that's what I did. But we had an amazing time. And if you guys are watching, make sure to follow on Twitch. It's free. If you guys want to support a little further, you can go ahead and give a subscribe. That's $5.99 a month. You can also gift out subscriptions to people who are in the chat. That helps out. It's a 1-month subscription, only a $5.99 charge. It's really cool. You can also go to the website and check all the links to the website or to the shows that Stab's putting on out here and follow all of those. Of course, follow on social media. And at the top of the link, of course, or in anywhere you can, Yeah, the Venmo and the Patreon are both there at the top of the video as well. Follow, support, and do all those things because Stab allows us to do really cool shows like this, and now they're allowing us inside. And if that's going to be the case, then all you guys at home should support and do all you can to continue to support this place. And as we head on out, you guys have been amazing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate having you guys as my my first show with people live in crowd with me. Feel safe. Thank you to the audience. Of course, my Twitch audience is my favorite people in the world. You guys are just the best every single week. I thank you guys so much. Sean playing to the crowd. We'd love to see it. And as we head on out, Jesse's going to send us somewhere for you guys to continue watching on your Twitch.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to give the deeper film insight.
The
Later.
deeper film insight. Thank you, Dane.
Alrighty, that is finally it. Thank you, guys. Thank you one more time. Buddy, Joey, Sean, Dean. That is the Obscure Movie Trivia Show. And thank you, Twitch audience. This is going to continue being weird when we have live audiences, and I spend a lot of time focusing on the Twitch audience. But you know what? That's what's going to happen, because we're going to keep streaming our shows. So, let's see where we can send you guys. How about, you know what? Let's send you guys over to Cabal Puns.
Yeah.
They're doing
They are
some
Tuesday.
Inside the Box. And if you want to get some more Jackbox games tomorrow, that'll be me. Inside the Box, 5 p.m. We play Jackbox and other Jackbox adjacent games. So check me out tomorrow at 5. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for the full calendar of events. Or if you're on Twitch, which you are, just scroll down. The upcoming week's events are right below you. Yeah, hold on. I believe they're still going. We're going to send you over there. Hold on for the raid, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Woo! before we close down, we were doing it. We were doing like 4 or 5 or whatever podcast, five podcasts a month. This sounds like it's not. Wait, yeah, not. I'm not sure.